And then we get to what is possibly one of the greatest effects transitions ever. I don't really know how to say enough about this shot that's coming up. So let me just set the table that, again, how do you make the transition so much from the sepia world and the black and white into the color world? And you have a famous stunt double, Bobby Koshney. Kashi or Kashi? I think it's Cochet. Cochet, I think you always say it. It's an odd spelling, so folks, you guys can correct me.
Mm.
Um, I I think this shot is just magnificent, and I'm just going to film nerd out on you guys a minute. So this is our double, and she pulls the thing back, and then we have our little sneak peek. And I will admit, in a theater, because look at all the dark around it, so this is even more dramatic in a theater. And then the thing's handed, and Julie Garland walks forward. That is
It's a
genius.
yeah, it's like, how do you do something like you just for our perspective? It's like, how do you do something like that?
To get through to make this happen, like it literally is 1
Yeah,
second, 2 seconds. There was no, you rehearse it, you keep going. I mean, I this is why films become classics and timeless, is because there's these little attention to details, there's these little nuggets of genius, these little moments of lightning in a bottle that make you appreciate it once you know, and it makes the film even greater than it was a moment ago because you're in awe of this. Again,
th
1939. I can't imagine seeing this in a theater, you know, and then not even understand how is it even possible.
exactly, and, I can't the audience probably, like, going can you imagine the audience going, "Oh, wow," just exactly like that, just completely
There was
their breath
there was
taken out. It's just awesome.
when we saw it in theaters, a lot of people had kids, and there was a little bit of that.
Mhm.
Definitely not to the scale that you would expect, but I felt like maybe people were bringing kids for the first time seeing the movie or something, because there were gasps and there were moments even in the audience that we saw, but people did have a lot of kids with them, so that was super cool to see.
Mhm.
And I will say again, the way it's framed, the way it's shot, it is sort of a gasp kind of moment. You really are like, whoa, that's super cool. Mags, I tell you what, it never gets old talking about this movie.
We have an appreciation of the fact that these movies still stand the test of time and never truly age if you think about it because they still have meaningful teachable moments in terms of learning these are great lessons for young children to realize that they should be grateful for what they have. It's also it's almost like Dorothy has like a hero's journey too because she
Yep.
helps in a way to defeat the wicked witch, and
Hmm.
but she also realizes while that's awesome, it's not she's missing her family, she's missing her real life, she appreciates what she already has,
Yeah.
and, even defeating a great and powerful, wicked witch is not the greatest feeling ever, so, it's
Hmm.
nothing like home.
Yeah. Some
There's
good
no place
stuff
like
in
home.
there for sure. Yeah, indeed. And I will say that I have really just been kind of blown away at, like I said, saw this in a theater. If you guys can ever get a chance to see it in a theater, I can't recommend this enough. I can't. I don't even. I don't know how to explain it. We were just literally was it? It's just over like 85 minutes or something. Like, it's a pretty short film anyway, and it literally is a blink of an eye. It is exactly the experience that was 101 minutes. It felt shorter than that. It just felt like a blink. You were just immersed in this experience. We were filled with so much joy. You would hear people laughing and gasping and oohing, and oh, just it's still just so magical.